All right, so Hamster Kombat. Who knew a cute Telegram game would have everyone in crypto buzzing?
Right. It's really caught fire lately, and today we're doing a deep dive into their token launch.
Exactly. We're talking HMSTR token hitting the exchanges. What's the big deal for those of us who, already live and breathe crypto? Why should we care about this launch?
Well, it's about the scale of it, honestly.
Yeah.
This isn't some tiny project just testing the waters. Binance alone is putting up 3 billion HMSTR through their launch pool.
3 billion. Wow. Okay, I see why people are paying attention, but does that mean could it flood the market? Like so many tokens, doesn't that usually tank the price?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
It could put downward pressure on the price if demand can't keep up.
That's-
But if Hamster Combat gets enough hype going, attracts a bunch of users,
Mm-hmm.
then that big supply suddenly doesn't seem as scary. It's all a balancing act.
High stakes game of balance. And speaking of playing the field, they're launching on both Binance and Bybit. Interesting strategy.
For sure. It's like they're trying to appeal to different kinds of crypto folks.
Totally. So Binance, that's got to be for the folks who are like, slow and steady wins the race, right?
Exactly. They've got their super earn program. You just stake some crypto you've already got, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, and it earns you HMSTR just for sitting there.
Wait, so like my crypto is working for me while I don't know, sleep, live my life? How does it even work?
Pretty much. You lock your crypto up for a certain amount of time. Binance uses it to do their finance stuff, whatever that is, and you get rewarded in HMSTR. Higher the APR, the more you potentially earn.
Okay, so it's like I'm lending out my crypto, they're using it, and I get a cut.
You got it. Passive income, baby.
I like the sound of that. But there was that launch pool thing too, right? How does that fit into all this?
Launch pool.
Yeah.
That's Binance's special sauce. It's a way to basically farm brand new tokens, in this case HMSTR, just by staking certain cryptos.
Okay.
The cool part is you don't even spend your initial crypto. It just sits there doing its thing, and you get HMSTR as a bonus.
Free tokens, sign me up.
Right. Who doesn't love free tokens?
Exactly. All right, so that's Binance, but Bybit's over there looking kind of spicy with their approach. More for the gamblers out there.
You could say that. Bybit's attracting the folks who like a bit more risk, a little more thrill. They did pre-market trading for HMSTR, so some people were already buying and selling before the official launch.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And didn't the price like jump up a bunch during that pre-market phase?
They did. Saw a pretty noticeable surge. Could be a good sign, could be nothing.
How so?
Well, it shows there's definitely some initial hype, some early demand.
Right.
But remember, that's a tiny group of people
Mm.
compared to when the token goes live to the whole world.
Ah, okay. So the pre-market frenzy doesn't necessarily mean it's going to skyrocket on launch day.
Exactly. It's just one piece of the puzzle.
It's like the little teaser,
Yeah.
gets people excited. But yeah, doesn't tell the whole story.
For sure.
So we've got Binance, slow and steady, maybe a bit more, I don't know, predictable.
Could be.
And then Bybit, for those who like to live on the edge a little.
Something like that. It really depends on your style as an investor, honestly.
Totally. Some people like knowing what to expect. Others, they thrive on that uncertainty. But let's talk about what everyone wants to know. Price predictions. Now, I know, crystal ball stuff, always risky.
Chuckles, right. Right.
But what are the analysts saying? What's the magic number going to be when this HMSTR token drops?
Well, there's a pretty big range right now, which, to be fair, isn't unusual for a brand new token.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen some cautious estimates around, say, $0.04.
Okay.
But then you've got others who are way more bullish on Hamster Combat, talking prices as high as 19 cents.
Whoa, okay. That's quite a gap. What explains that? Why such a difference of opinion?
It's a bunch of things, honestly. New token, volatile market. There's just not a ton of historical data to go off of. Plus, I mean, think about it. How successful is the launch actually going to be?
Yeah.
What's the market sentiment like overall?
Right.
Even just news and social media buzz, that can all play a role in those early price swings.
So basically, anyone who claims they know exactly what the price is going to do is
Full of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. It's more about understanding the factors involved, doing your research, and then figuring out your own risk tolerance.
Right. So given all that, are we thinking this is going to be a short-term trading frenzy or more of a buy and hold, see what happens down the line kind of situation? What's the play here?
Again, depends on you as an investor, right? If you're comfortable with a bit of risk, you've got the stomach for it, that initial launch could be a chance to make some quick gains.
Riding that wave, I like it. But what about the long game? What makes HMSTR worth holding on to beyond just that initial hype?
Well, this is where it gets interesting. Because Hamster Kombat, they're not just launching a token. They're building a whole ecosystem around this game and their roadmap for Season 2.
Season 2, okay.
Yeah, it's got some pretty cool stuff on there, including introducing diamonds as a core in-game currency.
Diamonds, huh? Now you've got my attention. Tell me more.
So think of these diamonds as like the lifeblood of the game, right? Players earn them, use them for all sorts of things, buying items, upgrading their hamsters, you name it.
So not just some throwaway thing. These diamonds are going to have real purpose.
Oh, absolutely. And this is where the HMSTR token comes back in. Now, we don't know all the details yet, but it's very possible that players are going to need HMSTR to get their hands on those diamonds.
So holding on to HMSTR now could give players a leg up later on.
It's exactly. If Hamster Kombat plays their cards right, builds a solid in-game economy where those diamonds have real value, demand for HMSTR is only going to go up.
It's more than just a token then, right? It's a key to unlocking stuff, getting ahead in the game. I like it.
It's a smart strategy. We're seeing more and more blockchain games going this route. Build a fun game, yeah, but then give the token real purpose within that world.
For sure. But even the best games, the smartest tokenomics, none of it matters if you don't trust the team behind it, right? Which brings us to the Hamster Kombat devs. What can you tell us about them? Should we trust these people with our crypto? It really is. Like, the big question, isn't it? Can we trust the team?
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a launch, but trust is earned in this space.
Big time. So for someone like me, who's, been around the crypto block a few times, what are the red flags? What should I be looking for when it comes to a dev team?
For me, it starts with transparency. Are they upfront about who they are, their experience, even if they've messed up before?
Okay, so do they own their past?
Exactly. And are they talking to their community, answering questions, addressing concerns?
Yeah, engaging, actually being present, not just dropping in for the hype cycle.
100%. A good team wants that feedback, even the negative stuff. It shows they're in it for the long haul.
Building something real. So we've talked launch, we've talked tokens, we've even talked diamonds, but zoom out for a sec. What does all this Hamster Kombat stuff mean for the bigger picture of blockchain gaming?
Honestly, this could be a real turning point.
Yeah. How so?
Think about it. They're launching from Telegram, a platform everyone and their grandma uses. They're on big exchanges like Binance and Bybit.
Right.
It's crypto gaming, but way more approachable. Could bring in a whole new wave of players and investors.
Democratizing it a bit, taking away some of the, the geek factor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if this whole diamond thing works, if they create a real in-game economy, that makes sense.
Other games are going to be taking notes for sure.
Oh, absolutely. This could set a whole new standard for how blockchain games are made.
Wow. Okay, so Hamster Kombat. Cute name, potentially huge impact. We'll have to see how it all plays out.
Crypto never sleeps, that's for sure. But no matter what, we can learn from this.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, that's the deep dive for today. Big thanks to Expert Speaker's Name for breaking it all down for us. Remember, folks, do your own research, stay informed, and as always, don't invest more than you can afford to lose.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Until next time, stay curious.